Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Nathan West's name hasn't been spoken much on General Hospital in quite some time, but the lingering shadow of his life, his death, and the people he left behind still looms over Port Charles. And now, spoilers suggest that a powerful emotional moment could shake things to the core. 6 simple words directed at Liesl Obrecht, the mother who has carried guilt, pain, and secrets for years. Those 6 words may reopen old wounds, bring long-buried emotions rushing back, and even shift Britt Westbourne's entire future. Fans who have followed this family's tragic history know exactly how deeply Nathan's absence is felt. The possibility that his voice, his presence, or even a message from beyond could surface is enough to stir not just Obrecht's heart but the audience's as well. Let's start with Obrecht herself. She has been one of the most complex characters General Hospital has given us, both villain and victim, both loving mother and deeply flawed manipulator. Her role in Nathan's life was riddled with secrets. She kept the truth about his paternity hidden. She aligned herself with some of the darkest forces the show has ever introduced, and yet she loved Nathan with everything she had. His death broke her in ways she's never fully recovered from. Whenever his name is mentioned, her demeanor shifts. She becomes softer, more vulnerable, stripped of the hard shell she normally presents. So when spoilers indicate Nathan might say something to her, viewers wonder, is this a dream, a hallucination, a spiritual visitation, or perhaps a heartfelt discovery like a letter or recording Nathan left behind? The idea of 6 words carries weight. General Hospital doesn't tease that lightly. These shows thrive on symbolic moments, brief but loaded dialogue that can spin entire arcs forward. Imagine Obrecht hearing her beloved son's voice, uttering something as haunting as "I forgive you, Moody, always." Just 6 words, but filled with absolution. Or perhaps something more directive, such as "Protect Britt, she needs you now." Again, just 6 words, but those words could ignite storylines that stretch into the future. Whatever the phrase may be, the heart of the spoiler is clear. Obrecht will be shaken, deeply, and the ripple effects will not stop with her. This naturally leads us to Britt. Britt Westbourne's path on the show has been shaped by her mother's influence, her father's legacy, and the shadow of Nathan's loss. Britt adored her brother, and losing him left her more isolated than ever. She has struggled with identity, with love, with belonging. Viewers know she is a character written with contradictions, cold one moment, tender the next, cynical about love yet longing for connection, harsh in defense yet secretly yearning for family stability. If Nathan's memory reemerges in a significant way, Britt is bound to be affected, because Nathan was one of the few anchors she had who embodied goodness and loyalty in contrast to the darker elements of their family tree. Imagine Britt overhearing, discovering, or being told about those 6 words. If they convey forgiveness, Britt may feel a release of long-standing guilt by association. If they carry a warning, she may be thrust into new danger or forced to confront her mother's lingering ties to old enemies. If the words are simply affectionate, something like "Moody, I love you forever," then Britt might confront her own struggles with showing love, realizing how fleeting life can be and how much she needs to open her heart before it's too late. The emotional journey Britt could embark on after such a revelation has the potential to reshape her future in Port Charles. The spoilers hint at a reunion, whether literal or symbolic, between Nathan and Obrecht. Soap fans know reunions can take many forms. Sometimes it's a dream sequence crafted to allow closure. Other times, it's a discovered piece of evidence, like a voicemail, a diary entry, or a video message. Occasionally, soaps even play with supernatural elements, allowing characters to speak from beyond for emotional payoffs. Any of these devices could be used here. The important point is that Obrecht and Nathan's bond is brought back to the forefront. Liesl has lived with the torment of knowing her decisions contributed indirectly to the chaos surrounding Nathan's life and death. A reunion moment allows her to confront those emotions head-on, possibly offering her a chance at redemption, or at least emotional release. But as with all things in Port Charles, nothing happens in isolation. Britt's storyline has been increasingly intertwined with other major players on the canvas. Her relationships, her career, and her health struggles have positioned her at a crossroads. The emotional impact of hearing from Nathan, even indirectly, could be the push she needs to make life-altering decisions. Will she finally embrace a genuine romance? Will she choose to distance herself from her mother once and for all, or draw closer to Liesel in shared grief and love? Will Nathan's words inspire her to seek out forgiveness from those she has wronged, or to let go of bitterness that has haunted her? These are the types of directions that spoilers suggest might open up. It's worth remembering how General Hospital builds long arcs. Nathan's death was not just a plot point. It was a seismic event that altered the dynamics for several characters. Maxie, of course, was devastated. Obrecht lost her son. Britt lost her brother. The police force lost one of its most decent officers. His absence left gaps that the writers have filled with years of fallout. Bringing Nathan's voice back now isn't just a nostalgic callback. It's a deliberate attempt to reignite those emotions, to remind characters and viewers alike that his presence is still felt. This is what gives the spoilers their punch. It's not just 6 words. It's the promise of reopening old wounds and perhaps beginning the process of healing them. Let's speculate on possible scenarios. Picture Obrecht alone, perhaps on the anniversary of Nathan's death. She's vulnerable, reflective. Suddenly, she stumbles upon a hidden message Nathan recorded years ago, maybe discovered in a personal item or a hospital archive. She hears his voice say, "Take care of Britt for me," but a dagger to her heart. She realizes Nathan foresaw her role as Britt's protector, not her corruptor. That realization could inspire Liesel to act differently in the present, guiding her daughter with more compassion instead of manipulation. Or imagine Obrecht in a dream, Nathan appearing as vividly as ever, looking into her eyes and whispering, "Moody, you are forgiven now." The dream could jolt her awake in tears, setting off a storyline of Liesel grappling with what forgiveness means and whether she deserves it. Each variation is possible, and each variation holds the power to move both Liesel and Britt into new chapters. Britt's reaction will be crucial. Her life has already been marked by uncertainty and loneliness. To be reminded of Nathan's love, his concern, or even his forgiveness could change her trajectory. Fans have often wanted Britt to have a real shot at happiness, stripped of the constant baggage of her parents' sins. Nathan's 6 words might be the device that clears her conscience or motivates her to embrace the love she has long resisted. For instance, if Nathan's message centers on family unity, Britt might choose to reconcile with Obrecht in a deeper, more honest way. If it centers on moving forward, Britt could decide to stop dwelling on the past and seize new opportunities for love and purpose. Of course, Obrecht herself may not handle this lightly. Her tendency to swing between emotional extremes means that even forgiveness could send her spiraling. She might feel unworthy, suspicious, or tormented by the idea that Nathan would reach out to her at all. In classic soap fashion, what should be a healing moment could instead create more tension, more conflict, and more desperate attempts by Obrecht to cling to the family she has left. That, in turn, puts pressure on Britt, who has often been caught in the push and pull of her mother's need for control versus her desire to live independently. The broader canvas of General Hospital also plays a role here. Nathan's name surfacing again inevitably connects to Maxie, to James, to those who loved him. Even if the spoilers emphasize Obrecht and Britt, the ripple effects could touch Maxie's current storyline, reminding her of the love she lost and the family ties she still carries. The 6 words to Obrecht may serve as a narrative thread that binds multiple storylines, drawing characters together in unexpected ways. So why does this matter so much right now? The timing of Nathan's reintroduction, symbolic or otherwise, suggests the writers are looking to ground upcoming storylines in emotional resonance. Viewers respond to heartache, to family ties, to forgiveness and redemption. Obrecht's complicated persona needs a moment of clarity to keep her from drifting too far into caricature. Britt's uncertain future needs emotional fuel to push her into her next chapter. Nathan's 6 words provide both. They humanize Liesel, giving her a chance to be seen not as a schemer, but as a grieving mother. They energize Britt, offering her motivation to choose growth. And they remind the audience that, even in death, Nathan's role is not finished. His voice, his love, and his influence still guide the lives of those he cared for. The emotional center of this spoiler isn't about mystery or shock. It's about the heart. Fans know Nathan cannot return in the flesh, But his memory, his voice, or his spirit returning at just the right moment delivers what soaps do best, making us feel. 6 simple words, loaded with meaning, can carry more weight than pages of dialogue. That's the artistry of General Hospital when it's at its best. It knows when to slow down, when to let one moment ripple outward, touching multiple characters and creating storylines that last months, if not years. As we look forward, the question remains, what exactly will those 6 words be? Viewers are left hanging, speculating, hoping for something that will give Liesl peace, Britt direction, and fans the satisfaction of knowing Nathan's story still matters. Whether it's forgiveness, protection, love, or guidance, the impact is inevitable. Obrecht will be shaken, Britt will be tested, and Nathan's memory will once again shape the future of Port Charles. The reunion hinted at in these spoilers doesn't just belong to Obrecht. It belongs to all of us who watch Nathan live, love, and die far too soon. Through this moment, his presence lingers, his voice echoes, and his family finds itself once again at the center of General Hospital's emotional heartbeat. The legacy of Nathan West continues, not in grand gestures, but in the quiet power of 6 unforgettable words. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.